everyone! I just got back from the Steubenville Youth Conference.
See my shirt?
And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's this charismatic retreat with a lot of really cool speakers and Christian rock music, and it's just a really powerful experience. I've been on one retreat before, and at that time I underwent what I think most first-timers go through, or at least a lot of them, and that was the overwhelming realization of Jesus in the Eucharist, and how big and amazing and God is. Like, God, whoa. But this time I didn't really go through any of that. I did bring back with me a really important realization, and that is that I really love the Catholic faith. Like, a lot. Like, I really love it. Now, there are so many reasons for this. Obviously, first and foremost, because of the Mass and the Eucharist, and how amazing that is. But what really struck me at the conference was the beauty of Catholicism. And this was a really strange place for me to think about beauty, because we were in a field house, in a gym, on bleachers and folding chairs. But somehow it kind of hit me. Wow, the Mass is so beautiful. The vestments, the altar, the candles, the processions and ceremony, it was just, even though there was a rock band playing, which did not exactly make you think of a choir of angels, I was just struck by things that I've always taken for granted. Art and beauty and magnificence is just such a prevalent aspect of what Catholicism is. And I love that. And I know a lot of people criticize the Catholic Church just for that, for like decorating and putting gold on everything instead of giving it to the poor. But we do give it to the poor, like a lot of it. Do you know how many Catholic charities there are out there? Like a ton? I don't know any statistics, but there are a lot of them. And B, it is extremely necessary to decorate the house of God. It's so necessary to attribute this splendor to Him, to say He is the best, He gets all this cool stuff, and put Him ahead of other things in our hearts. It's just necessary. I just want to say something about the rock music at the Steubenville Conference, because I am most of the time a bit of a traditionalist at heart, but the rock music actually really stirred me in a way that I didn't anticipate. There was just this moment during Saturday Night Adoration. And if you've ever been to Steubenville, you know that Saturday Night Adoration is the most emotional and crazy part of the weekend. There was this praise and worship song being played really loudly, and everyone around me was standing, hands raised, singing as loud as they could, and I was just kneeling silently. And I looked up and just felt completely engulfed and dwarfed by everything around me. Not just because people were standing up around me, but because of the loudness and the booming excitement of the Christian music. And for once, I actually felt like I was nothing and God was everything. I can say that a million times a day, but for once I actually felt it, and I just kind of shrank into myself and thought, this is the way it's supposed to be. God is so much bigger than I could ever imagine. Rock music is just so big, you know? And I just understood for once that God is big. He's huge. And I know a lot of people have a huge problem with rock music as a part of liturgy, and I get that, and I sort of agree with it. I think it's only appropriate in very small amounts and on very special occasions. But it's a very effective way of praying when done correctly, and I would just like to say that for all those really traditionalist Catholics out there, it's good. So, I know there are several of you guys out there who are subscribed to me, who have been on the Steubenville Youth Conference this year, and I'm not going to call you out like I did before, but if you would like to share, please do. I would really love to see it, and for anyone else who stumbles upon this video, you can write something too, because I'd love to see that as well. Thanks so much for watching, and God bless. Bye.